Welcome to Sense of Style. I'm Stuart. Today I'm talking about three new releases. The first one and the most interesting one is Centaurus by Creed. And there's a couple of weird things about this one. First of all, I found out about it on Fragrantica, and that is normally not where I find out about new releases, although it is on Fragrantica right now. Second thing is the photo of the fragrance bottle is like super sketchy. However, as I said, it's on the website. Fragrantica is a big site. They got a lot to lose. They wouldn't put it up there if it wasn't legit. And then thirdly, the fragrance itself looks like not something that you would normally get from Creed. It looks like something you would get from Parfum de Marly, because this is a sweet tobacco fragrance for men. It's very gourmandy and very typical of like what everyone is wearing these days. Normally Creed are really innovative. So the reason I know it's for men, it's called Centaurus, which is a constellation that depicts a centaur, which is a male mythological figure. So yeah, for men. If you look at the accords, you see the top three, very, very sweet. Like warm, spicy, vanilla, and powdery. Yeah, that fits sort of modern trends, I'm afraid. Now, the note breakdown, very, very warm, spicy, open. You've got black pepper, cinnamon. You've got tobacco and cardamom. The mid is weird. It's weird. You've got three florals, heliotrope, jasmine, and geranium. You've got sandalwood in the mid, which is weird. That's a woody note. Normally there in the base. Normally you got a woody base. But the sandalwood is there for the powderiness, I'm assuming. It's quite a powdery note, and it's got a high accord that's powdery, so that's probably why it's there. You got some patchouli in the mid as well. The base, though, gives it away as a sweet gourmand. You've got ambroxan. That's weird for Creed. Normally they list ambergris. They list ambroxan. Then you've got vanilla and tonka. Yay! More vanilla. And finally benzoin and Tolu balsam. Yeah, it's a sweet tobacco. It's not what I normally expect from Creed, but they are in new ownership. There's new ownership there, and unfortunately, if this is what the new ownership looks like, it's not great. However, good news on the Hugo Boss front. We've released a fragrance called Hugo Boss Bottled Absolu. Not Absolute, which came out in 2019. Absolu appears to be a leather fragrance. So it's leather off the top, patchouli in the mid, and then the base is cedar. So it's a very woody, masculine fragrance. I had to laugh at the press release, though. It says that this fragrance reflects the rugged masculinity of the modern man. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Modern men are into like gourmands and stuff, that things were normally traditionally for women. So anyway, it's good news for people that like masculine fragrances. Leather off the top means it's going to be a very leathery. There's going to be a lot of leather in this. My only concern for this one is that Hugo Boss, I don't know why they do this. They're both are oud fragrances. They decided they were going to put a lot of the original Hugo Boss bottle DNA, which is like sweet apple. So you get a sweet apple oud. Now, I don't mind it in oud saffron. I can stand it in Boss bottled oud. So hopefully they keep their original DNA out of a leather fragrance that's masculine. Don't ruin it. And finally, Super Leggera. Super Leggera is a fragrance that I talked about a month ago, and I've had so many people tell me it was BS and it didn't exist and blah, 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 blah. Take my video down. I didn't do it because the source was good. The source, which was Fragrance City, an Instagram account, is now gone, which is interesting. Chanel are very, very, they don't like leaks, and I don't know. It's all speculation. Anyway, Fragrance City, unfortunately, has disappeared. But Superleggera is real. It's iFragrance has got the note breakdown. I got the press release. iFragrance is a really good site for new releases. Also, it's been seen in the wild. Thank you, Cool Water Dave. I have Cool Water Dave's link in the description. I am not giving you this because I'm some big site and I'm trying to help the little. No. Cool Water Dave is giving me all kinds of really good information. If you're a frag head, he's on Instagram. Give him a follow. Anyway, Superleggera, they released some notes, not super revealing as far as, Allure Sport line goes. Basically, you've got grapefruit on top, amber in the mid, and musk in the base. I mean, every Allure Sport fragrance has that kind of thing. So that's not super revealing. What is revealing, though? Number one, it is a very light fragrance. Leggera is an Italian word that means light, super light. Now, they have a watch line that's super light. Now, that makes more sense to have a watch line named Superleggera. But then when you think about how warm things are getting, climate-wise all over the world, maybe this could be a harbinger of a movement towards lighter fragrances. Because if anything, recently we've gone into like really heavy fragrances like sweet gourmands and stuff. So Superleggera, super light. And you're talking about Olivier Pulch. The number of his creations that are absolute classic are as long as my arm. This guy really knows his stuff. He's finally back making fragrances for men. And you got to remember, Bleu de Chanel changed the game, man. So Superleggera, it's a really interesting release. Very, very interesting. I'd really like to try it. Unfortunately, the only place it's been seen in the wild is in Europe. Surprise, surprise. But hopefully it's not just in a European exclusive edition. We can see it in North America. If anyone knows about it or tried it and has some opinions, please give me an email. That'd be great. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Superleggera looks super interesting. Thanks for watching.